Imagine making $100,000 a year, yet feeling just as broke as someone earning half that. Sounds impossible? It's happening to... If a six-figure salary is supposed to mean success, why are so many people still living paycheck to paycheck?
The biggest problem isn't how much people earn. It's the invisible money trap almost nobody sees until it's too late.
And here's the twist. Earning more money can actually make your financial life worse.
Stay until the end, because once you understand this hidden trap, you'll never look at a high salary the same way again.
Meet Mike. He's 32, works as a software engineer, earns $100,000 a year, and from the outside, his life looks perfect. His friends think he's rich. His family thinks he's financially secure. Even Mike believes he's doing everything right. But every month tells a completely different story. The paycheck arrives and almost instantly starts disappearing. By the end of the month, Mike checks his account and wonders the same question millions of Americans ask. Where did all my money go? The surprising truth is that Mike isn't alone. Millions of high-income Americans are caught in the exact same invisible cycle, and the real reason... The first hidden trap is called lifestyle inflation. It sounds harmless, but it's one of the biggest reasons high earners never feel wealthy. When your income grows, your spending quietly grows with it. And the scary part? You barely notice it's happening. Instead of saving the extra money, many people upgrade everything: their apartment, car, vacations, clothes, even their daily coffee. Each upgrade feels small by itself, but together, they quietly drain thousands of dollars every year. But lifestyle inflation isn't even the biggest problem. The next hidden trap is far more dangerous, because it makes debt feel... Here's where the trap becomes invisible. Debt doesn't always look scary anymore. Sometimes it looks like convenience. Every swipe feels painless, because you're spending tomorrow's money instead of today's.
Then the bill arrives, and suddenly yesterday's excitement becomes today's financial stress.
So Mike pays only the minimum, believing he'll catch up next month. But that's exactly how the cycle begins. And just when Mike thinks he's finally getting ahead, another invisible force quietly starts stealing his wealth. It's called inflation. Inflation doesn't steal money from your wallet. It steals the buying power of every dollar you earn. The paycheck looks the same, but every trip to the grocery store, every tank of gas, and every monthly bill quietly... This creates a dangerous illusion. You think you're earning more, but in reality, your money is buying less. That's why simply earning more isn't enough. If your money isn't growing faster than rising costs, you're quietly falling behind. But inflation isn't the biggest wealth killer either. The next mistake quietly costs many people hundreds of thousands of dollars over their lifetime, and most never realize it. Most people think building wealth is about earning more. In reality, it's often about starting earlier. For years, David spends everything he earns, believing he'll start investing next year. But next year keeps getting pushed further away. Meanwhile, Alex invests small amounts consistently. Nothing looks exciting at first, but something powerful is happening behind the scenes. Year after year, those small investments begin building on themselves. Growth starts creating even more growth.
And that's when Alex realizes something life-changing. Wealth isn't built by chasing every dollar. It's built by...
But here's something even more surprising. Most financial decisions aren't logical. They're emotional. After a stressful day, buying something new feels like a reward. But that feeling usually fades much faster than the bill. Companies know exactly how our brains work. That's why sales, limited-time offers, and one-click checkout are designed to trigger impulse buying.
The richest people don't avoid spending completely. They simply pause long enough to ask one powerful question.
That one simple pause can save hundreds of dollars every month and thousands over a lifetime. Now let's see what financially successful people do differently. It isn't about luck, it's about having a simple system. The first step is simple. Before buying anything else, pay your future self first. Next, build an emergency fund. Because financial emergencies don't send appointment reminders. Then let automation do the hard work. Good financial habits become much easier when they happen automatically.
And finally, remember this. Financial freedom isn't built overnight. It's built through hundreds of smart decisions repeated over time.
Let's rewind Mike's story. But this time, he makes one small change that transforms everything. Instead of upgrading his lifestyle, Mike increases his investments every time his income grows. A year later, he isn't showing off expensive purchases. He's enjoying something much more valuable: peace of mind. Real wealth isn't about looking rich. It's about having choices when life becomes unpredictable. The biggest difference between people who stay broke and people who build wealth isn't their paycheck. It's the decisions they repeat every single month. So before your next paycheck arrives, ask yourself one simple question. Will this money buy temporary happiness or long-term freedom? Because every dollar has a job. If you don't give it one, it will quietly disappear on its own. The goal isn't to stop enjoying life. The goal is to make sure today's choices don't steal tomorrow's opportunities. Financial freedom isn't about becoming a millionaire overnight. It's about making smarter decisions than you did yesterday.
And remember, the people who look wealthy aren't always financially secure, but the people quietly building wealth often don't look rich at all.
Let's go back to the question we asked at the very beginning. Why do so many people earning $100,000 still feel broke?
The answer was never just about income. It was about habits, choices, and the invisible systems guiding every dollar.
Your salary can open the door, but only your habits decide whether you build wealth or stay trapped.
You don't need a perfect income. You need a better plan than yesterday. The best time to take control of your money wasn't years ago. It's the very next decision you make. Imagine looking at your bank account 1 year from now, not with stress, but with confidence. That future doesn't begin with a bigger paycheck. No one becomes financially free overnight. But every smart choice you repeat becomes a building block for the life you truly want.
The difference between feeling rich and becoming wealthy is simple. One is temporary, the other is built to last.
Years from now, your future self won't remember every purchase you made, but you'll definitely remember the financial choices that gave you freedom. So the next time someone says, "I make 6 figures but still feel broke," you'll know the problem isn't the paycheck, it's what happens after it arrives. And that
Before you leave, think about this. Which one habit has been quietly holding you back? Because recognizing the problem is the first step toward changing.
Share your answer in the comments. Your story might inspire someone else to take control of their financial future today.
Every week, we break down complex money topics into simple ideas that anyone can understand and actually use. If this video changed the way you think about money, subscribe and join thousands of viewers learning how to build wealth, one smart decision at a time.
Remember this, a high income can change your lifestyle, but smart financial habits can change your life. Subscribe and keep building.